Today, I am joined by copywriting expert. He built a six-figure business just based on the art of copywriting. You can find out more about him at the 3hourcopywriter.com. Carlos Redlich, how are you?
How are you, man? I appreciate you having me on the show. It's an honor.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm really excited to chat with you. You've built some amazing things just off the power of written word, which is kind of an amazing thing because nowadays everyone's obsessed with video and audio. So please tell me, why is copy so important in a video-dominated world?
Well, it's funny that you say that because a lot of this stuff that I've done is video related, but that doesn't mean it's not copy, because anytime that you do a video or an ad of any kind that has a script behind it, it was probably written by a copywriter or someone trying to be a copywriter. And so we do a lot of stuff with the written word and video and all that, but copy is kind of like the glue that holds everything together. It's the same message that you're going to say in an email and a Facebook ad and a video. It doesn't matter the method of delivery as much as what it is that you're saying and trying to get across.
Yeah, I think it's a really good point, and being clear and concise and getting focused on your messaging is certainly very important. Why don't we start with something that you have seen, Carlos, in your years of experience? What are some common mistakes that people make when they're trying to create an ad and they're trying to use copy to create an ad?
It's solid. So I guess one of the things that I've noticed, there's always been this kind of wave and this I don't know, back and forth fight of what works better, long copy or short copy and all this silliness and stuff. And I've actually noticed that when you're selling a physical product, you can use very short copy. You don't need a lot of copy because the perceived value is already there. If I'm going to sell a coffee mug or whatever this is, coffee container, there's already value in here. It may have a $5 value just by looking at it, or less or more, whatever, but there's already some kind of value there. Whenever you're selling what I call air or an idea, you're selling a video or a PDF or an ebook of some kind, you almost always want to have a long copy. And the reason why is because you just need more effort to sell something that doesn't have a natural perceived value, like a physical object. So anytime you're selling an idea or something that's not tangible, you almost always want to use long copy, even if the price is very low. So for example, 3-Hour Copywriter, the site you just mentioned, we sell a product on there. It's a digital product. It's $7, but we use long copy. It's like a 20 or 30 page sales letter for a $7 offer. Now we've tried a whole bunch of variations, some short copy of that, some medium length copy. This copy here is the best converting copy for cold traffic. And I don't know why, but I would assume it's because we don't really skip a beat. We go over what they're going to get. We go over who I am, because they don't know me from Adam. They have no idea. So there has to be some copy in there to really credentialize myself as to why they should even listen to me, but also make it so it's kind of appealing enough for them to want to buy. So
I don't want to cut you off. I want to dive into that a little bit more, because this is really interesting. If it's a non-physical product, you want more copy. So correct. On your website, your landing page, presumably someone is already somewhat interested at that point. Do you feel like that's the reason why the longer copy works on your website? Do you think that if you were trying to drive traffic there, you would also want to entice with long copy?
Yeah, whenever you're driving, it depends on the traffic method too. So if we're doing Facebook ads or something, or Facebook ads, let's stick with Facebook ads primarily. So if we're sticking with Facebook ads, you do want some long copy, because a lot of times people are, and it's actually counterintuitive, people think, well, since Facebook ads were interrupting their day, they may have a short attention span, which is pretty true. That's not a lie, right? But what you also want to understand is that since they don't know you, they need more things to convince them to buy from you. And if you've only got a quick one paragraph trying to shoot your shot and close the deal, it may not work with someone who just doesn't know you, but is interested in the product, but they're like, I'll just go buy something from like someone I already know, whatever guru that might be. So you actually do want to credentialize yourself, put some testimonials, all that good stuff. But the long copy is huge, especially when you're trying to go after people who don't know you. You can actually get away with shorter, not as great copy if you're going after an audience that's warmer and already knows you. If they already know you, they don't need to go overcome any trust barrier. They know you. They know you're a good person. They kind of like you at least, and they think your products are decent. So there's not much of a convincing that needs to be done there. They just need to know if there's a guarantee, what's the price, and are there other people currently seeing results, which is a big factor, right?
I like that a lot because, like you said, it's a little bit counterintuitive. We're thinking people on Facebook have very low attention spans. Why would I give them a mountain of copy? And I also like how you mentioned that if you're selling a coffee mug, you don't need as much copy because they can physically see it. They're not putting their trust in you. So I think the copy goes a long way towards building that trust in you, that you're explaining up front the value and the knowledge that you have.
Well, one thing you can do, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just to kind of go on that point is you can kind of do a little cheat. And I do this too, because sometimes folks are not like the best copywriter. And so they feel like, well, that means I can't sell digital products. I can only sell physical products because I'm not yet good at writing copy. And that's just not true. There's a little workaround that I do for a lot of my offers when I'm basically just lazy and I don't want to write a 5,000 word front page. Like, here's the little hack. You combine physical and digital by getting people to buy something on the front end that's physical, and then you upsell them with everything else that's digital. So your cost of goods is basically nothing except for your $1 or whatever it might be to fulfill this first product. So I'll give you an example. We sell stuff in the religious space, and we just had a hard time selling stuff in the religious space until we started selling a necklace. So we got people in the door to buy a $5 necklace or something. And then we upsold them to a monthly membership, to buy different books, to buy all this ebooks and stuff, right? But the first product was something that cost us about $1 to fulfill from China, from AliExpress.com. And that's basically it. So we took an offer that really wasn't converting well, slapped a front end physical product, have very short copy, because again, the physical product is it's got intrinsic, it's already got perceived value there, right? So we just sold that. And once the person is in the door, they've whipped out their credit card, they said yes. Now all of the little upsells we offer them afterwards, they're what we call one-click upsells. So as long as we're able to provide some good evidence that this is going to be good for them, that we're basically selling them on that impulse, because they've already said yes to the physical product. And now they just have to click a button to buy the other stuff. It's very similar to the, McDonald's, that you buy a cheeseburger and they say, you want fries with that, right?
Yeah, really smart, because you've already warmed them up. And like you said, and I think that a tangible physical product is a lot easier for people to understand the value of when they're saying, I don't know this guy from Adam, but I've already got my credit card out and I've already bought this great necklace that I'm excited about. Maybe an extra $5 a month for this newsletter might be helpful or handy. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really smart. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle full time. Smash one of these links.